talking about the Fightins here. The Fightins.
Swing and a drive, left field. It's gone! And it is gone! It is bedlam at the bank!
The Philadelphia Phillies are 2008 World Champions of Baseball!
Podcast right here. You already know. Go fucking subscribe.
You are now listening to the 302 Birds Phillies postgame show with KJ McCoy, Ballpark Tommy, Dalton, and Fratty. Proudly powered by TickPick. Check out the link in the bio for $10 off your first order today. Let's take it to the show.
You heard the man. Check out the link in the bio for $10 off your first order today. Buy tickets with us. Buy tickets with TickPick, the best place to buy tickets to Phillies games with no fees. I would be buying tickets to tonight's game because boy, oh boy, the Phillies get the job done against the San Diego Padres, showing them who's daddy. Gotta love it. 4-0 win. Exciting show for you guys tonight. We got Mac in the top right corner. We got Fratty in the bottom left. And we got Rome in the bottom right. Hope everybody's doing well on this Monday night. Bryce Harper is back in the lineup. I got to give some props and credits. If I had the flashback, I would roll it because Fratty did call this series that Bryce Harper would be back. So props to you, Frat, on that. Well done on that, man. But man, oh man. I mean, Fratty, why don't you take it first since you called it? Harper's back.
Oh, man. I mean, Bryce Harper being back, I know with tonight's win, we are 37-21 when Bryce Harper is in the lineup. 37-21. It's definitely a boost of confidence because we're kind of a game below 500 when he's not on the lineup. But for some reason, when he's in the lineup, there's more confidence, a lot more confidence with this team. And I know we did win the series against the Braves without him, but I feel like and we were winning other series without him. But there's a spark of confidence with the Philadelphia Phillies even when Bryce Harper's in the lineup, and he's a difference maker for sure. So,
yeah, I mean, Mac, Rome, any thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, it was great to see Harper back out there. The standing ovation was really awesome to see. The fans were up and they were at it for sure. So they were happy to see him back there. Obviously, he didn't have that much of an impact in the game. But, I mean, I think it's just his first game coming back. So he'll get in the groove of things really soon, and we'll see him back to his normal self pretty soon. So I would just give him a little bit more patience. And it was awesome to see him back on the plate for the Phils.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, obviously Harper's like the ringleader of the squad. So with him back in the lineup, I mean, that's absolutely huge. It just kind of gives that confidence boost, like Fratty was saying. It kind of, gets everyone fired up. And I mean, if you look at his stats today, I mean, he walked, got hit by a pitch, lined out, and I believe he grounded out. But he'll get going. And the main thing is his hand right now. Hopefully he could stay healthy. Obviously, let's hope we cross our fingers and let's take it day by day. But he's going to get going here soon. You can kind of feel it building up as we get deep into the summer here.
Yeah, the day by day is a great point, like you said too, Rome. And that was the thing I heard during the game that kind of gave me some peace of mind, and I'm sure you guys as well as Phillies fans, where they said, hey, we're going to do whatever it takes. We're going to take it day by day. And if Harper's in pain, well, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. They're not going to rush anything. And I think that that's important. When you look at this team, when you look at the trajectory and where they can go, Harper is obviously, like you said, the ringleader too. I mean, if you're talking about important pieces, he is the most important piece. So they really, really got to protect him and make sure that he stays well physically and mentally. They need to preserve this guy because I want him playing in tip-top shape come the postseason, which I think he is capable of. I really do. But I'll go ahead and take this one first because you guys know my boy, Nick Castellanos, proven why Philly Rob and anybody else that doubts him in this city and shit talks him is wrong. I love it because Castellanos is like the perfect example of an anti-hero or an anti-hero, whatever you want to call it. He's doubted, he's misunderstood, and when pressure is against him, he performs. And he performs for the fans of this city. Every blue-collar fan, every person in this city that is a true Philadelphia Phillies fan understands the impact that Casty has had offensively on this team this year. He may have his losses, don't get me wrong, and his mistakes, but you can't win them all. Tonight, though, cranking one, and I just think this furthermore is the case for why the Phillies should look to re-sign Casty. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I mean, I think with Casty, I mean, it was great to see him crank one for sure. He's been better recently, but I mean, in general, though, we've needed to see him more active with some home runs, and it seems like, I mean, now he's kind of cranking up a little bit more, and so hopefully he can actually keep that up. So that would be really cool to see him really keep that up for the Phils. So yeah, I mean, hey, keep it up, Casty. I mean, actually, I feel like some people have said this before, though, like when there's like, I mean, I hate to say it like this, but when there's like certain things that like catastrophes that happen or like horrible losses that happen in this world, apparently there's only one man to kind of save the day and make a rainbow out of a storm, and that's Nick Castellanos. So you know what? Shout out to him.
Yeah, I'm going to back you on that, KJ. I know some people are kind of hit or miss with Castellanos. Obviously, we all see his strikeouts when he's kind of chasing at that low slider outside. I mean, other than that, the guy is an absolute machine at the plate. He will barrel anything middle half to inside. And I mean, as long as he just lays off that outside slider, he's going to be fine. And for him to be your 5 or 6 hole hitter in this lineup, like I said, there could be other teams in the league that are actually looking for like a 3-4 hole guy. We're lucky to have him as like our 5 or 6. So I got nothing bad to say about Castellanos, but yeah, the guy's an absolute machine.
What do you think, Frat?
What do I think? First of all, I just want to say this. I thought it was just so lightning, but anyway. First of all, for some odd reason, the name Nick. First, you got Nickelodeon, which brought everybody joy when they were younger. Then you got Nick Foles, and then now you got Nick Castellanos. Then you got Nick's Pizza too. So it seemed like there's just something about
that was
the name
smooth,
Nick.
Fratty.
There's awesome. something about the name Nick. Anything with the name Nick, it brings us joy, and it's so odd. And this brings me to that point today in the city of Philadelphia that they might suspend a regular trash pickup. And that was announced that they might go on strike tomorrow. So Nick Castellanos pretty much took out the trash and hit a home run today just because the trash is going on strike to put on people's payments in the city, in the great city of Philadelphia, where me and Romy only 2 out of 4 people that live. So
there you go. Well, Fratty doubles
it.
for the Philadelphia Sanitation Department. If you guys didn't know, he can give some advice and some consulting to them. But yeah, Fratty, that was smooth, man. Nice job shouting out the sponsor there, Nick's Pizza. If you guys haven't, we shout them out every show. Go check out Nick's Pizza, Wilmington, Delaware. Like Fratty said, we love the name Nick. We love their pizza too. But what we also love is Bryson Stott playing some heads-up baseball. Rome and KJ, we'll let you guys take this one first.
Yeah, so there was a ground ball shot to the right-hand side to Luis Ariz, the first base from the Padres, and he kind of – I don't think he, bothered with it. He flipped it to the pitcher, but Stott heads up coming around third. When you're scuffling to score runs, just like how the Phillies were the last 4 or 5 games, you got to take advantage of those opportunities. Stott did to make it 2-0, I believe, carried some momentum. And, I mean, ultimately, it was almost like the winning run in this ball game because it made it 2-0. So that's a great heads-up play. And like I said, when you're scuffling and you're a team that's looking to scratch across runs and you got to get some support for, I don't care who's pitching, whether it's Suarez, Wheeler, Sanchez, that's how you get it done. So absolutely massive. Go ahead, KJ.
Yeah, I mean, it was great to see Stott out there really like sacrifice his body. He had a really nice defensive play where he dove for the ground ball, and then he was able to like flip it right to I think it was to Trey Turner. He flipped it right to him, and then he got the man out right there. So that was awesome to see him do that. So yeah, I mean, he's been having some really acrobatic catches on defense right now. So I mean, it's been great to see him really add this kind of spark to this team and really help them kind of like help them get some leads in this game. So I mean, like really kind of defensively kind of make sure that the other team will not really score. If that makes any sense. I can't really speak right now, so let somebody else speak right now because I can't speak.
It's all good, no worries. Frat, what do you think about Stott?
I think Bryson Stott, he did very well tonight. I mean, that hit tonight, that little number in the infield, or I'd say short infield hit, reminded me of a golf swing. And shout out to Frankie Longos, Jack Durant. I mean, those guys, they live for those type of hits. They live for those type of hits. I mean, Bryson Stott, if you listen to this live, I mean, you out there, you truly, along with a few other players tonight, you truly represent what heads up golf swinging baseball is to the Philadelphia Phillies franchise. I mean, come on now, let's not fool ourselves, guys. I mean, I remember a couple years ago when he hit that home grand slam. I mean that granny, but they call him the Lemonade King for a reason. And if Bryson Stott can put these infield hits, if when he's struggling, it's in his repertoire, it could be a dangerous thing come Red October.
Oh,
I love that. Did you just call a grand slam a granny?
Yeah.
That was funny.
I thought he was saying that he hit a granny or something.
No,
this was back a couple years ago.
You know who needs to hit a granny or two this season? This guy, the Wet Bandit. I got to give him credit. I know we love to talk about Brandon Marsh on this show negatively, right? We've had our fair share of negative talking about Brandon Marsh on this show. I know we have a lot of love for our guy Brandon Marsh updates, right? Same thing. But I will say this, ready? Brandon Marsh is going to continue to break out in a positive way for this team this year. I think this trend is going to continue. I know that they were talking to him on WIP this morning, and my biggest thing is he has a different plate appearance to him, and I feel like he's more mature now in the way that he approaches the plate, and that's so big. We all know, I mean, he's great at catching, he's great at outfield play, but where he really needs to excel is at the bat. And I think that his plate appearance and the way that he's adjusted that has really helped out. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think right now we're seeing a Brandon Marsh that has really been revamped right now, because at the beginning of the season, we were all really scolding him. We were all really throwing trash at him like he was some kind of bandit. Tomatoes, whatever you think about him. Like, we were throwing something at him. We were throwing cheesesteaks. I mean, Fratty was probably throwing some meatballs at him. Some of Fratty's famous meatballs. So I don't know. I don't know what he was throwing at him. But yeah,
leftovers.
Right now,
he wouldn't throw the good recipe ones at him.
Not the good ones. The ones that are made out of
couple days old.
Yeah. They're made out of some other things. So yeah, let's just say that. But yeah, I mean, with Brandon Marsh right now, he's been really hitting really well. I mean, he's been hitting consistently. He's been stealing, which is great to see. I mean, he was able to steal, I think, twice in this game. And there were some plays where he had his head up at all times. There was obviously not a fumbled ball, but obviously there was a ball behind the plate, and he had a chance right there to really go from second to third. And he dashed right over to third. And that was great to see him do that and really just sacrifice himself. So that was awesome. So, I mean, like, he's been doing great. And I think, honestly, he does deserve a spot on this team. But also, as I said before, a couple shows ago, it's also kind of maybe perks up some ears with some other potential teams that maybe want a guy with this much electricity that Brandon Marsh has, and they might want to trade for him. So I mean, I wouldn't be surprised they actually still trade for him, even though he's doing so great. You could see him still have a trade market, and maybe some teams try and go after him.
Yeah, you're not kidding. It's helping his trade value for sure. I agree with that. Rome, what do you think?
Yeah, so if you go back to that Houston series, I'm just trying to remember what was going on, but he came in the ball game and he actually faced some left-handed pitching and got a few hits, I believe, to right field off of them. I think maybe 2 or 3 hits off of left-handers, which is a huge sign because obviously in the beginning of the year, he he couldn't touch a left-hander for all that, for all that we saw. That being said, I mean, if you look at the lineup, the way that it's constructed right now, you have 1 through 6 with Kepler at 6. You're down to JT, Stott, and Marsh. Now, if you look back on like the postseason and if you look towards like the beginning of the year, the 7 through 9 hitters, this is where we're looking for some production right now, heating up, going through the summer and into October. I mean, if you could get JT hot and if you could get Marsh hot to keep the line moving and bring up a Turner, Schwarber, Harper, that's going to be absolutely huge in the playoffs. So I want to tell you right now that JT and Brandon Marsh, absolutely huge factors to this team. Yeah, you might say something bad about them. And I mean, I don't know, let's say something bad happens 2 games from now, but these guys got to keep chugging along, especially Marsh. They're going to play a huge role. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be a huge role. And they're going to have to go, 1 for 3, maybe lay down a sack bunt, maybe steal a bag. So they're huge factors to the squad right now, and they're going to have to help. So,
yeah. Brad, what do you think about Marsh?
Marsh, overall, I think Brandon Marsh's confidence is way up, sky high compared to a few months back when he was struggling big time. I don't know what was up with that earlier in the season. I think he's as we're getting deeper in the season, we're seeing a different guy. Overall, I mean, I don't have a lot of complaints about Brandon Marsh. I mean, I still think he needs to cut the hair. But
Get the razor out. I'll get it back out.
But overall, I guess fear the beard, fear the hair for now. I do not think Brandon Marsh, even though I still said he was going to get traded a few months ago or over a month ago, do not think Brandon Marsh is going to get traded at the trade deadline. And I know we're heading into July and things are about to get really interesting. So I don't know if we trade for him. I don't know if we decide to trade Max Kepler somehow instead. I mean, I doubt that's going to happen. But he only signed a 1-year deal with us, so it's still. I wouldn't rule out Max Kepler being traded, but I'll get more into that before the end. So,
yeah, well said. Thank you, Frat. Good to see Marsh having some confidence. I know that Brandon Marsh Updates is obviously happy about that. It's almost going to be like Brandon Marsh Updated at this point. But pure dominance tonight. I think that was the word that Rome used in his text message, right, Rome? Pure dominance, right, man?
Absolutely. Zack Wheeler is the best pitcher in baseball. The guy is an absolute workhorse. And I believe the month of June, he has a 0.58 ERA. I believe in his last 5 games, he gave up 1 earned run, and then 3 zeros, which is crazy. I mean, think about it. The guy pitched his last 3 games, didn't give up 1 earned run. I mean, that's absolutely nuts in this day and age with how the pitch clock is and how the game is kind of speeding up, and the league is looking for a lot more offense to be produced. And, I mean, Zack Wheeler, Jesus, I mean, the guy is on absolute fire right now. And if you look at the standings, the Phillies are only 2 games up on the Mets in the NL East. And I believe they're 2 games up in the wild card, or I should say 4 games up in the wild card. So, look, these games matter, and let's say, obviously we hope this doesn't happen, but let's say the Phillies were to lose 5 in a row. Well, guess what? They're out of the playoffs. So you need all these pitchers firing on all cylinders. Zack Wheeler right now is the best pitcher in the NL over Skeens, and then you have Skubal that's over in the AL. But obviously, Zack Wheeler, I mean, it's got to be a top free agent signing that the Phillies had in the last 10 years. He is either number 1 or number 2 on the board. I mean, the guy is absolutely unbelievable. So
I love that take. That's a great take. I think it's definitely probably the best free agent signing. Mac, you agree?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I gotta say thank you, New York. I mean, you give us Saquon Barkley, you gave us Zack Wheeler as well. I mean, years ago, so we appreciate that for sure. I mean, I don't know
Do
what
they
it
have
is,
any guys named Nick that we could borrow too? I'm sure in New York they do.
I mean, I just know the New York Knicks, so I don't know if there is another Nick over there. So, I mean, we're just gonna have to wait and see. But nobody that I can think of right now. So, but yeah, I think right now, I mean, he's looking insane. He is looking very Roy Halladay like, very dominant for sure. And it's just a privilege to watch this guy pitch. It really is a true privilege to watch him pitch and go out there and just pitch a gem. I mean, he's throwing great sliders. He's throwing great curveballs, and it's dominant. It really is. And as Rome said as well, he is one of the best pitchers right now in the league, and he is making his mark right now. So, I mean, he's got to be an all-star. If he doesn't get voted into the all-star game, then this all-star game is rigged. This all-star voting is rigged, and they absolutely hate us. But there's no way this guy does not get a all-star nod. There's just no way.
Yeah. Frat, what are your thoughts on wheeling and dealing?
Oh man, I mean, the man is unbelievable. I mean, he's been pitching, like I said, he continues to pitch well ever since having his baby with his wife, or her. No, I don't know, his wife. I meant to say, sorry. But Wheeler, he's just been on fire. I mean, ever since having a baby, there's been just something that's been happening with him lately that's just been so great. I don't think he's had a real bad start since that game I went to back in May. I think it was right before he had the baby, when he had that allowed almost like 9 runs. I think it might have been 7 or 8 runs there, and I think that game.
Yeah, I think it was against the Braves.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gave up like 4 earned runs in the first 3 innings, and that was it. Yeah.
But overall, I'm very happy to see this man do his thing. Keep blocking in Zack Wheeler, because you're going to play a big part when this team is playing in red October in a matter of just 3 months.
3 months.
As long as we can hold this, I'm feeling. I think I'm 99% certain we're going to playoffs, guys. I'm pretty certain. I don't see the wheels falling off on this team. I really don't.
I don't either.
They really
I got a good feeling, which actually is a perfect bridge into the final topic of the show. We got to alert the Italians, right, Mac?
Yeah, we do. Give him the business.
Yo, Fratty, give him the business. Only in South Philly. Only at Fratty's Corner. It's Fratty's Corner.
Well, I guess boom go to Padres. I mean, you San Diego Padres fans out there, you guys out there thinking that Manny Machado is the greatest thing since sliced bread, and yet you guys haven't even beaten us 5 times since Phillies going down to yellow and brown. That's what's not in. So you guys are absolute frauds. You guys are like 4-15, I think. Since something like that, 4-15 or whatever you guys are. It's a losing record. You guys are like over 10 games under 500 against us since 2022. Since that song was made into this corny film album you guys are talking about. I mean, you San Diego Padres, your franchise is absolutely cursed. Your franchise is cursed out there. You guys haven't won no World Series for a reason. So you guys thought you can come to Philadelphia and beat the Philadelphia Phillies. You can't even score a stinking run against us tonight. So you have no business of talking, Padres fans, especially that group of corny singers. You guys are absolute losers. And getting to tomorrow's game, if weather permitting, I'll have a weather update for tomorrow. The weather's not looking that great. Nick Pivetta is pitching, our former Philly, Nick Pivetta, who's looking very, very good. My Italian brother. Shout out to Nick Pivetta, looking good. But I'm sorry. I'm going to say this. I know I said that Knicks do well. Knicks are legendary and all. But tomorrow, Nick, or whenever we face Nick Pivetta, or Wednesday night or Wednesday afternoon, it could change to Wednesday afternoon, Nick Pivetta is going to get rocked. He's going to get rocked, and he's going to be the epitome of a failure tomorrow for the generations of Knicks. So be ready, guys.
I'm ready for it, man. I love it. That was hyped. There you go, Fratty. Coming out with the WWE style type promotion, because that, like you said, Fratty, the Nick ain't going to show up. Only in Philadelphia can Knicks be good. I love it. But that's all we got for you guys tonight. A little bit shorter of the show. I know it's a little bit later, but want to thank, of course, all of our awesome hosts for jumping on here, and KJ McCoy, CJ Rome, and, of course, the king of South Philly himself, Fratty. But that's all I got. I don't know if any of you guys got anything you want to say before we wrap up the show. Anything?
I'm good, boys. Let's get a series win here. Let's go.
Let's go,
Ring the
Phils.
bell. Yes, sir.
Well said. Yeah, I think that's a great note to end it on. Well, thank you guys all for joining. One more shout out one last time to TickPick. If you guys haven't, please buy your tickets with TickPick. Click the link in the bio for $10 off your first order. The best place to buy all your tickets to Phillies games with no fees. And also, as Fratty said, Knicks are legendary, just not tomorrow. Unless you're in Delaware and Knicks Pizza, then Nick would be legendary tomorrow. Just not on the mound pitching for the Padres. That's the only, scenario. Wink, wink, nod, hitting it. But seriously, go check out Nick's Pizza in Wilmington, Delaware. If you haven't, thank them for sponsoring the show. We appreciate you guys a ton. Have a great night, all, and we'll see you guys soon. Go Phils!
The Vikings.
Swing and a drive, left field. It's gone! It is gone! It is bedlam at the bank!
The Philadelphia Phillies are 2008 World Champions of Baseball.
Podcast right here. You already know. Go fucking subscribe.
You are now listening to the 302 Birds Phillies postgame show with KJ McCoy, Ballpark Tommy, Dalton, and Fratty. Proudly powered by Tech.